Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your man Russ Mitchell, Homesick Buckeye. I'm back with you again. I got another video for you today. But before we get into that, are you moving, grooving, steadily improving? I certainly hope you are, because I am. I'm living and giving, striving and thriving, every day just trying to be a little bit better version of myself and doing what I can to help somebody else, motivate folks, uplift folks, give them something to laugh and smile about, and just share my ketogenic life with folks, man, because this is a life-saving message, it's a life-changing message, and I want everybody in the world to hear about the great things that ketogenic living can do for you and your overall health. Today's video is going to be another grocery slash cooking video. People seem to love it. I get a lot of comments, a lot of views, and a lot of private comments whenever I do any type of grocery store or cooking, videos. So we'll do another one here. As long as you guys want to see it, I'll keep doing it for you. Clearly, people like it, and so we want to do these for you. This trip was Costco and Publix. That's where I go most of the time. Walmart sometimes, but I get probably 75% of my stuff from Costco and probably 25% of my stuff from Publix. And so we had a little bit of both today. So we're going to turn this camera around and show you what we got today on our grocery trip. All right, family, we are back. And here's what we picked up today. I'm going to set this camera down here and we'll just go through a few things. Show you what we got. This here is, start with the simple stuff first. Of course, this is just mustard. I use this for my egg salad and for my beef sausages and things like that. Of course, 0 carbs. We love that. In mayonnaise, I got some chosen food. This is from Costco. It's crazy. This, I can't think exactly. I think this was $9 for this 32 ounce. The 12 or 16 ounce, forgive me, I don't know all the sizes, but the 16 ounce or the 12 ounce size at Publix is the same price for the 32 ounce size from Costco, at least here in this area. So it's just got, of course, 0 carbs, which we love, and it's clean. It doesn't have any seed oils or anything like that. It's just eggs, vinegar, avocado oil, Of course, we have our heavy cream. Family, let me tell you something. I looked in there and I didn't realize I was down. I thought I had an extra because I usually have one always extra quart, and I must have used it, not been paying attention, and I was down to my last little bit of heavy cream. And family, if I would have run out of heavy cream, I'd have burned this place to the ground. I'm just telling you, I'd have burned my own house down. So can't run out of heavy cream. So that's why I got some from Costco, because this came from Costco, and then I ended up getting another one from Publix because I realized I was one down. These are eggs, of course. You know what those are. Staple. Then we got some more oxtails. I got oxtails the last time. I think you guys remember. I made them. They were so good. And I didn't make a video. I just wasn't thinking about it. Shame on me. But I didn't make a video about that. And so I'm going to make a video on the next one when I make those. Again, I'm not like a great cook or anything, but I'll show you how I make them. We got some more bacon. This was on sale. Buy one, get one free, so we got some of that. That's just regular bacon there. I'm going to try some new bacons here soon. I'll tell you about that. This is just some ground beef, 4 pounds of ground beef. We know about that. I decided to try a couple things here. Well, we'll go here first. This is a brisket here. Move that over here. This is a brisket from Costco. I'm going to probably cut that in a couple pieces. And then I may cut it in thirds or maybe in half, and make half of it. It's a lot of meat for just one person. I will slow cook that, of course, in my slow cooker. And this, last time, if you remember, I got some center cut bacon, which I'm going to try. I still have some thick cut. I do like the thick cut, but, you know, I'm going to just experiment, because when you get the thick cut, you get a lot fewer slices, even though they're thicker. So I'm going to try also the center cut, which they say is not as fatty. So I think I'll probably make a video on that. The center cut. These were on sale, buy 2 get 1 free. So I got 3 of these. And then I'm trying this new as well, lower sodium. These are not thick cut, but you know, my palate is kind of funny. I don't like things really sweet or really salty. Generally, no matter what it is, if I think it's perfect, somebody else thinks it's either too salty or too sweet. I don't care if it's a drink or a dessert or whatever. So I'm thinking this might be just right for me, because I do find bacon a little salty for my taste. So I'm going to try this. You know, for years, I don't drink fruit juice anymore, but when I did drink fruit juice, I would always cut it with water. I'd put like 3 parts fruit juice to 1 part water, because it was just too sweet. So my dad, he's the opposite of me. So my dad salts his food before he even tastes it. I mean, he just, you can't put too much salt for him. So I'm going to try the lower sodium bacon, and also I'm going to go back to thin cut bacon for a little bit, a regular cut bacon, and see if I get more bang for my buck, more meals per. Because, you know, in looking at some of this stuff, not to go on too far, but you look at these oxtails, I mean, this is $60 worth of oxtails. And you're looking at probably 3 meals out of this if I make these. Maybe 4 if I'm, you know, not hungry. So that's like $15 a meal. Whereas, you know, you look at this brisket, this is $60 worth of brisket. And I could get, you know, probably at least 6 or 8 meals out of this. So you're talking about $10 or less a meal. Then you got your ground beef. That's 4 pounds of ground beef, and at Costco here it's about $5 a pound. So for $60, you know, I could get what 4 of those, because that's $20 worth of ground. So 3, you know, we'll call it 3 more. So that, and I can get, you know, several more meals out of that. I mean, that there will get me probably 6 meals there. So you're talking about price per meal is a lot lower. So we're going to be looking at some of that stuff. Same way with the breakfast, like the thick cut bacon versus the regular cut. You know, I can usually get, if I do a pound of regular cut bacon, I'm going to look at and just see if it stretches further than the thick cut. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's the grocery side. And then now we're going to turn this camera around and show you what we're going to do with the lamb. Last time I made lamb, I made it a little differently than I'm going to make it today. So I'll turn this thing around and we will get to it. All right, family, we're back here, and a couple of quick things. I need to stop trying to do math on the fly. I want to give a quick update to my cost per meal. I know people sometimes are on a budget and want to know the answers to some of these questions. Going back to the grocery purchases that I made, the oxtails are actually about 4 meals, $60 worth. That's $15 a meal. I think I said something different. The brisket is $60, and I would get about 10 meals out of that. So that would be about $6 a meal. And the ground beef, $60 worth, would have been 12 pounds, and I could get, you know, around 15 to 20 meals out of that. So you're looking at $3 to $4 a meal for the ground beef. So you got 3 or 4, you got 6, and then you've got 15. And I don't eat the oxtails that much for exactly that reason, because it's kind of a lot per meal. But in any event, got shadows and stuff here because I'm not that good a photographer. But this is a leg of lamb. If you remember my last video, I cut up some of it and put it in the freezer. This is one of the pieces I put in the freezer. It is thawed out. It is seasoned up. In the last video, you know, I salted it. Did not do that this time. This time, we did something different. I used this seasoning. The reason I use this seasoning is because I want to get rid of it. But now I'm having some second thoughts. I made my oxtails with it, and it was fantastic. It's just so coarse. You can see you can't really use it with eggs or other things like that. I tried it in ground beef, and it's just too coarse. But when I put it in that slow cooker with my oxtails, I guess maybe it broke down a little differently or whatever, and it was much better, and it was great. So I'm thinking maybe I could use this for, you know, I could use this seasoning for stuff that I slow cook. My oxtails, my lamb, different things like that. So I may see how this goes, and maybe I'll buy some more of this. But it does taste good. I like all that part of it. But with vegetables and eggs and stuff, it's just so coarse, and, you know, it's just chewing it, and I don't like it. So anyway, I'm going to, I've seasoned it on both sides, as you can see, with plenty of seasoning. And I'm going to put this in my slow cooker for about 6 hours. And then I'm going to pull it out. And the next time you see it, it will be ready to eat. So I'm going to turn this camera off, put it in the pot, and I'll maybe show it to you before I put the lid on. All right, as you can see, we have our leg of lamb in the pot. There's nothing with seasoning and meat. There's no liquid, no broth, no nothing. Again, I give the disclaimer that I always give. I am not a cook. This is not a cooking show. I'm not a good cook. I'm not even a bad cook. I'm no cook at all. What I am is about 2% more than a caveman. We have meat, we have heat, and soon it'll be time to eat. So if you're looking for cooking tips or great recipes, ketogenic woman, not homesick Buckeye. So as you can see, it's there. We're gonna do our thing there. I set the timer on low, 6 hours, 29 minutes. But I'm gonna check on it probably in about 5 hours. Maybe not. I might just let it go the full time. But I'm gonna put the lid on it now. And I will update you guys here. The next time you see it, it'll be on a cutting board. We'll cut into it and see what we got. So I will be back in a minute. All right, family, we are back. Just a minute for you, about 5 hours for me. But I was doing other stuff. So we pulled this out, we let it sit here for just a couple minutes. I'm gonna cut into it. And then I'm gonna eat some because I'm kind of hungry. And that's why I pulled it out a little bit earlier. I was gonna leave it in for 6 hours, but I left it in for about 5. And it should be good enough for me. So let's see what we got here. You can see it's, I don't know how easy it is to tell, but it's very easy to cut. Very easy. You can see it's pulling it with the fork a little bit, but it is Not bad at all for me. And my limited abilities. So, there you see it. Hopefully you can see it's got some juices coming from it there. And I'm going to dig in, chow down. And then I'm going to come back and say a few words and end this video. I'll pull this up a little bit. Maybe you can see a little bit of it. It's coming apart here. But yum, 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 if you can see it. All right, I will see you in a minute. Well, all right. I'm back, and that was good. I have to say this. It's not a very high bar to clear, but that was the best leg of lamb I've ever made. So I think I'm onto something here. I think I'm going to keep that seasoning around for my oxtails and my leg of lamb when I slow cook them, and maybe even some other. I may try it with some other things that I slow cook. And the way I seasoned this leg of lamb as opposed to how I normally do it, and cooking it for the 5 hours, I just liked it better. I liked it better. Now, it was perfect season for me, which means for somebody else it probably needed a little more salt, but that's not a big deal to add. Or if you like a certain type of sauce or something, maybe to put on your, on your roasts and things like that, you could do that. But it was tender, it was juicy, it was not mushy. It was just good. It was good. It was flavored well. So I have a new leg of lamb slow cooking recipe. I'm going to use that seasoning. I'm going to put it in for about 5 hours. And, I might try upping it because this slow cooker is different than my old one. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But I'm not one to tinker around with it when it's good. And I don't make a lot of good things. So I thought it was good. I liked it. And I'm going to probably stick with that for a while, at least for my next few legs of lamb. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Folks seem to like the cooking videos and the shopping videos. I don't know why, but hey, if you like it, I love it. And I'll do it as long as you want to see it. I want to give you a word of encouragement, as I always do. Hang in there. Keep fighting the good fight. If you're struggling, maybe regroup, take a step back, look at what you're doing. If it's too hard and it's not easy and it's torture, don't torture yourself. Find something you can do consistently, and then build and grow from there. That's how I would encourage you. But you got to keep moving, grooving, steadily improving, every day getting a little bit better. Keep living and giving, keep striving and thriving. I wish you all the best, and I will see you on the next one.